101. My name's Caitlin Els and I'm here with my beautiful partner Kane Ford.
G'day legends.
We're just going to run through some social media tips, some do's and don'ts, and just some general ideas around social media. So take it away for us, Kane.
Let's do it, Kate. Alright guys, first things first, how can you build your business through social media? Now it's the number one question that we all want to know the answer to. So, first of all, what you need to do is build your own online personal brand. So how do you do this? You've got to put yourself in the shoes of your network and your audience and think to yourself, what do they want to see? I'll tell you what they don't want to see. They don't want to come to social media and their news feed is filled up like a storefront. That's the last thing they want to do. They want to come onto social media to escape their reality. So guys, allow them to do that. Build a personal brand that they would want, a life that they would want. It's as simple as that. The second thing is, now, don't give away too much. Don't post heaps of photos on the Helo. Don't post heaps about world. The key is to build interest and intrigue over time. So, one of the best posts that I've ever seen on social media was somebody just started off, network marketing. They said, I've just started the biggest or best project of my life. Now, that very simple post got hundreds of people asking them, what are you doing? They've come to them and asking them what they're up to. So imagine having that power, and that's the power we can create through social media.
I think a good exercise as well is to think of someone that you follow on social media and think, why are you so engaged with their content? What are they posting that has you so engaged and wanting more?
Yeah, exactly. Think of, for myself personally, I love football. Anything Chris Chudd posts, I just want a part of it. So, think of those people online that do have massive social media followings, and think of how they've created that interest. And you don't have to have amazing achievements of life so far, but it could just be that little bit of extra value you're adding to people's lives. Now, how can you ruin your business? There's so many different ways you can ruin your business.
Death by wall posts is probably the number one cause.
Yeah.
So we've sort of touched on it already. It's just being in people's spaces with what you're doing. Like Kane said, you want to be creating that interest and that intrigue and not being over the top and forcing people to look at content without their permission.
Yeah, exactly. And guys, if you putting up a post, in terms of say the Helo, and you're saying you started this new venture, it's world, and you've explained all about it in the one post, what you've done right there is you've just contacted and peaked your whole entire network in one post. That's it, one post. So, and you can ruin that, by doing that so simply. So be very, very careful when you do this, guys. You want to make sure that you don't give away too much information. You just want to show that your life's improved, because it's going to improve. It's going to improve with this amazing product that we've got here and this amazing company. So slowly and gradually show that improvement and allow them to follow a life that they want to have. So, what platforms to use as well. So obviously the key one is
Facebook.
Definitely. So over 1.9 billion users on Facebook today. Imagine reaching that, that kind of market. We'd never had that potential to do that in the past. Network marketing used to have to go door to door and have all that awkwardness. Now it's as simple as building your online profile, online personal brand, and you can target up to 1.9 billion people.
Of all ages too. There's people, on there that are still in school, so the up and coming entrepreneurs of the next generation.
Yep.
And then people that are, mature age, that have had their life experiences already and looking for something, to pass the time and something that's going to benefit them for their health as well.
Yeah, for sure. So guys, to be able to, like I said, target so many different demographics. How good is that? Other ones, Instagram is definitely a key one as well. Over 500 million active users a day. People love Instagram, so get used to that. Do your research on Instagram, how best to use that. Snapchat. This is the number one platform for teenagers. Sorry. So if you want those up and coming entrepreneurs, those guys with all the the young-minded spirit and flair, you've got to go through Snapchat, guys, because it's the most used platform by teenagers. And the other one, of course, LinkedIn. So today, over 380 million users worldwide on LinkedIn. And the key with this is they're all business professionals. So, to be able to go on there and target, people in the industry that you want, industry of your choice, you can do that through LinkedIn. So many different platforms you can use out there, guys, with social media, but they're definitely the 4 key ones that we'd recommend. So what to post? Now, keep it simple. Keep it very, very simple, guys.
Less is definitely more in this situation.
For sure, definitely. So use visuals. You know, people love seeing photos or videos to add to your post as well. You know, and we did, guys, we have come up with 7 topics that you can use. So some practical learning that you can put in place after watching this video. So the 7 topics that we did touch on and we're going to go over right now is designed to, you know, be posted over 7 days. But you can do it over, you know, 14 days.
It's entirely up to you
a
how
month.
you use this.
Yeah, whatever's up to you. So let's go through, I think, those 7 environments.
So we've got, first of all, the work environment. So if you happen to be working in the park for the afternoon or working down by the beach or a cafe or something like that, post about it, because that's going to create massive intrigue and people are going to be wondering why you're working from the beach and they're not. Why are they stuck in an office working and you're enjoying your life, you know, sipping a latte or something like that whilst working?
It's a perfect one. Another one is health and fitness. Now, guys, you know, yourself going to the gym, you know, doing a sport of your choice, you know, yoga, walking.
Healthy lifestyle, it's massive.
Food. You know, we're in a business that promotes, you know, a health monitoring device. So you've got to make sure that you do keep up a healthy lifestyle and include that into your personal brand.
So also we've got down here materialistic things. So that sounds bad, but most people do enjoy that, especially our generation. You know, it's things like cars, money, and brands. You don't have to be, you know, shoving it in people's faces or anything like that, but be smart about it. So if you do get a beautiful brand new Mercedes-Benz, post about it, because people are going to want to know how and why this has come about.
That's right. Who wouldn't want that, guys? Everyone will want to see that and want to know how you've done that. Other things we can do is travel and lifestyle. So this is another topic. So everybody loves traveling, of course. So if you're at an airport, you know, on the plane, road trips, different destinations around the world, around the country that you go to. You know, we've got in here as well adventure, so jet skis or whatever it may be, fitness activities again, and sightseeing. So guys, anything to do with travel and lifestyle around that is another perfect topic that you can post about.
Also charities and fundraisers and things like that. So anything charitable, people really engage in the community, seeing that you're putting yourself out there for charities, for community events. You know, that's going to create some really big intrigue.
Yeah, people are going to want to, you know, connect with other people that are charity minded. You know, they're going to connect with people that want to give back to the community and to their country and things like that. So that is definitely a key one. And the last 2 that we're going to go over, so first of all, personal development. So books, audio, you know, DVDs, any other material, motivational material, which we're going to touch on in a minute. You know, any of that kind of stuff that adds value to people's lives. So if you've just read an amazing book that's absolutely transformed your life, put it up on social media and tell people about that. You know, that's adding value to other people's lives, guys. You know, they might go out, read that same book, have an absolutely, you know, amazing transformational experience, and who are they going to go back and credit that to? They're going to come back to you because you showed them that book. And once they've done that, they trust you, they know you've, you know, someone that's given them, you know, amazing content, and they're going to want to connect with you on possibly a professional level through business. So, and the last one, motivational posts. So
that's quotes, stories, images, anything that sort of gives motivation. So again, that's adding value to people's lives.
Yeah, so they're the 7 topics, guys. You can use them as you see fit. You know, once a day for the 7 days, and you know, on rotation. Could be over a fortnight, a month, but definitely 7 different topics to keep things, you know, changed up all the time, and to make sure that you're not posting about the same thing over and over again. Now, how often to post? So, you know, there's all different theories on how often you should post. As a general rule of thumb, what we like to use is a maximum of once a day. You know, you don't want to be posting 3 or 4 times a day, because people will start to get very annoyed with, you know, seeing you post all the time.
Yeah, I think the key is just to remain consistent with doing it. So don't, you know, start posting once a day for a week and then go MIA for 2 weeks, because your audience they're going to sort of minimise, and they're not going to be as engaged with your content. Exactly
right, guys. Remain consistent. We've got a minimum here twice a week, so that comes back to that consistency. You know, make sure at least you're posting twice a week, so you're front and centre, and you know, engaging your audience and your network. And the last thing we do want to touch on, guys, is groups and pages. We always get a lot of questions about this, in network marketing. And I suppose what a lot of people do, and we did it ourselves as well. You think the best and easiest way to grow this business is by joining other network marketing groups online, or stay-at-home jobs online and posting on there, because it's simple. You think, if you post in there, there's 20,000 people in there, they're going to want to do it. But guys, history tells us it just does not work. It doesn't work. So the key is to join groups and pages that have similar interests to you. That is the absolute key, because you want to connect with people that are similar to you, because if you can do that, they're going to want to do similar things that you're doing. So,
it's easier to build a relationship that way too.
Exactly. So e.g. Healer, e.g. World. So these things, you've got to apply that way, rather than going through stay-at-home pages or your network marketing pages. Go through similar interests. Key ones, even Tony Robbins, people that follow him, people that follow the Miracle Morning as well. If you can connect with those people on there, that's a great starting point, because they're guys that have similar mindsets to us already. They've already got the entrepreneurial spirit. They've got that, bigger thinking than just 9 to 5. Yeah. So they're definitely key ones to go through. But guys, that pretty much sums up all we want to chat about today. Hopefully we added some value to you and your business that you can take out of this. Definitely apply those 7 topics and see how that goes for you. But if you do have any questions from here, feel free to contact myself or Caitlin. We're here to answer any questions in regards to social media. And if you do have any concerns or queries about things that we've touched on this topic, please do comment below this post, and we'll get back to it as soon as possible. So
absolutely.
Cheers,
Thanks, guys.
World changes. See ya.
Cheers.